Suicide is the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. 90% of those suicides are done by individuals with a mental health illness. Mental health illnesses, concerns, problems, whatever you call it, affect 1 in 4 people in the United States. It is a major concern for all around the world, but today I'm mainly going to be talking about how it affects individuals 18 to 24, college students mainly. This is a need for everybody though, not just those in those particular age groups, but it's just seen more prevalently, and that's where I'm more passionate about, because I realize this is a very hard topic for some people. I know I've lost people to mental health issues and suicide. I am a survivor of suicide attempts, and I'm currently dealing with mental health disabilities that have affected my ability to succeed in the workplace and my schooling. So again, this is just something I'm passionate about, and I am just going to basically list off statistics I have found and stuff that's worked for me. So, we see that mental health affects people's productivity, creativity, abilities to socialize in the workplace, and just be successful in many areas of their life. It can be a financial burden. Actually, it is a financial burden to I have a stat here, $193.2 billion in financial earnings according to the NAMI.org. And it's not just a financial burden, but it's like a relay effect. Like, it affects one thing to other and so many different health problems. So the need is there, problems are there. And when we incorporate, issues with exercise and diet that also are main, problems that go hand in hand with mental health, excuse me, we wonder why there's such a problem, we're not eating healthy, we're not exercising daily, less than 5% of adults are actually getting the recommended amounts of physical activity, and only 1 in 3 adults even do engage in any sort of physical activity. And when it comes to disabled individuals who have some sort of mental illness, only 25.6% are stating that they are physically active. So we talked about mental health, we talked about the stats, and I just want to go over what some solutions are. How can we satisfy this problem and awaken just overall awareness, So the first off, I just want to say is, routine is critical. Developing a routine will, ensure habits. And when we have good habits, we are happy and we are satisfied with life. And we are just on a good path to success. So if we can develop habits that include mindful practice, that includes meditation and maybe creating a mantra, which I will show a clip of here soon, and then just incorporating a regular amount of exercise and a balanced diet, those can lead to benefits and consequences of, benefits of doing it or consequences of not, that I will get into later. So, as I mentioned, I'm going to share a clip, and this kind of just discusses what mindfulness practice is. I really like this because there's just so many great things about it.
I have something to show you.
Excuse me. All right.
Mindfulness basically helps us tolerate the aspects of the external world and the internal world that otherwise are hard to face.
Meditate to be mindful is what it says there.
There are basically 2 kinds of meditation. One, which is a concentration practice. You focus your attention on a neutral sensation, like the feeling of the breath coming in and out of the nostrils, or like the repetition of a sound, or what's called a mantra. And every time the mind wanders, whenever you notice that it's wandered, that might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, when you lost the thought, but at a certain point you realize...
I just really enjoy that clip because, again, it just discusses kind of the kinds of mindful practice that we could have and how easily like swayed that we get in our thoughts sometimes that can lead to procrastination and avoidance mechanisms that we oftentimes use as college students. Here we there's just like a little diagram that asks like, are your daily habits toxic to your brain's health? Harmful ones are tied to technology, as I mentioned. Like sometimes people will just come home and hop right on their phones or binge watch Netflix. Not good. Multitasking, information overload, cruising on autopilot. Like I can personally say that is something that I do in my daily life. I'm multitasking, going from class to class, like just so much brain overload, and then I'm literally just cruising, and I'm not even engaging in actual social relationships or being present, which can be really, really bad for your health. And positive benefits of engaging in a mindful practice and eating well, exercising daily can include, just brain downtime that can really help us recharge and relax. Sequential tasking, getting in the habit of a routine, prioritizing, like what do we actually have time for, and then just innovating, So those are just some benefits. I also like to just say that there's a less chance of developing an actual problem, a mental health illness. We become more aware of how we can be helpful to others. Just overall better health and life satisfaction. And then better coping mechanisms that don't involve jumping right on technology or just simply avoiding and procrastinating. And, it's going to be your choice to continue on a path of worry and fear that involves more health problems, financial crises, a hard time engaging in relationships, and it's your choice. It's all in your hands to take a moment and just simply pause and reflect on how you are engaging in life and moving through work priorities, school, all that kind of stuff. Just take a moment to pause and really reflect on how you are carrying yourself. So yeah, that is my persuasion for you all. My hope here is just that you guys got a little more understanding of the problems with mental health, how it's ending so many lives, and just my passion for it as an individual who deals with some of those things. And I just am motivating you to, be an advocate, stay aware, and get into that routine of mindfulness and healthy habits. All right, thanks.